Hello, dear students. This is the second presentation of Module 7a Vocabulary Part 2. In this part, you will learn prepositional phrases and adjectives. Now we'll start with the prepositional phrases. Prepositional phrases are a group of words starting with a preposition, which gives a certain meaning. At last means finally or eventually, like when you say after 3 tries, he at last passed the driving test. At a loss. At a loss means puzzled, uncertain of what you think, say, or do. For example, when you say, I thought I was able to fix the problem, but I was at a loss to what to do. I wasn't certain, I was puzzled, I was confused. Okay? At the age of. It means at the time of being a specified age. For example, he joined the company at the age of 35. At the beginning of, and its antonym at the end of. At the beginning of means the time when something starts, and its synonym is at first, while the opposite or the antonym of at the beginning of is at the end of, which means the time when something ends. For example, we can say, at the beginning of the meeting, everyone was nervous, but at the end of it, everything was settled. Another prepositional phrase, at the latest. At the latest means not later than a specified time. For example, I will be at home by 10 at the latest, which means maximum. Maximum, I'll be at home at 10. Okay? At first sight. At first sight is a prepositional phrase that is used to express the impression you have when you see someone or something for the first time. For example, don't judge people at first sight, which means do not make judgments when you see people for the first time. And now with at present. At present means now or at the moment or this instant. We can say no more workers are being taken on at present or now. Also, at once means immediately. You can say, I'm bored, Steph, I'm leaving at once, I will not stay any longer. At a later time. It means at some time in the future or at a certain time in the future. For example, do you fancy going to the cinema? I'm busy now, maybe at a later time. Another important prepositional phrase, at least. At least can be used in many situations. It can mean at the minimum or not less than. For example, you must study at least 2 hours a day, not less than 2 hours a day. Also, it's used to emphasize that something is good in a bad situation. For example, at least wait until the doctor sees you. At least you tried to get the full mark. At least you tried to help your parents. Okay? And now it's the time for the adjectives. Of course, you remember that the adjectives are the words that describe or modify the noun or the pronoun. They are used for enhancing our writing skills and making our writing topics more interesting. Inviting means attractive or when something is attractive and makes you want to experience it. For example, a smile is the most inviting of all gestures. It's the most attractive of all gestures. Another example, swimming in an outdoor pool is very inviting. I want to try it. I want to have an experience in this. Impressive is used when someone or something attracts your admiration and respect. For example, that was an impressive performance for such a young football player. Spectacular. It means extremely impressive, amazing, or great. For example, I was attracted by the spectacular display of fireworks. Also, we can say, we sat on the beach watching a spectacular sunset. When something is very impressive and amazing and it attracts you so much, it's spectacular. Another adjective, which is peaceful. Peaceful means free from violence, harmonious, calm, and tranquil. We can say, evening in the country is very peaceful time. Luxurious. Luxurious means extremely comfortable, expensive, and elegant. The luxurious furniture attested the wealth of the owner. Also, we can say, they have a very luxurious house. Coastal is an adjective is used to describe a city or area of a road by the sea or near the coast of the sea. For example, ocean waves are slowly eating the coastal rocks. Dull means boring, monotonous, and pale. You can say the countryside was flat, dull, and uninteresting. Also, we have an adjective which is appealing. It means attractive. The opposite of appealing is unappealing. Of course, it means unattractive. We can say the room was painted in an unappealing brown color. Adventurous is an adjective which is used to describe a person who is willing to take risks or try new experience. For example, John is an adventurous man, unafraid of risks. Beneficial means helpful or useful and good. For example, eating vegetables and doing exercises are extremely beneficial for one's health. Astonishing is an adjective that is used to describe something that is extremely surprising, amazing, or impressive. Like Mohamed Salah's performance is astonishing in all his matches. And now, dear students, after understanding what was explained previously in the presentation, please you have to study the vocabulary pages 56, 57, and 58 in your English booklets. Also, you have to answer pages 59, 60, 61, and 62. Of course, the model answers are uploaded on Google Classroom. Thank you, dear students.